what's up YouTube? I'm back with another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be fixing Project Prelude's clutch. Now for a while now, it's been leaking clutch fluid. I finally figured out where it was coming from. It was actually coming from the slave cylinder right there in front of the transmission. It's leaking behind the boot, so I got the new one right here in my hand. Today we're going to be swapping this out. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and do it. Alright, so the way I'm about to do this is, since the clutch line down here is kind of tight, you can't really get anything in there to take that off. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it from, I believe that this is like the clutch dampener. I'm going to disconnect it from right here. The wrench is already on there. But first thing you have to do is take off this 10mm bolt, bolted to the side of the block. Once you take that off, this whole line will be able to come off once you disconnect it from the delay valve, the dampening valve, wherever it's called. And then we're going to take the line and the slave cylinder out. It's two 12mm bolts at the bottom of the slave cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and pop all that off and get this slave cylinder off. Alright, so I got everything all disconnected. Now it should just come right out, hopefully. Let's see what I'm stuck on. Oops, some just fell. Okay, so the reason why you would take the line with the slave, because like I said earlier, it's not that much space and you don't want to damage this line. So it's best to just take it and just take the line off. But here it is right here. That's what fell off. It literally just fell apart. So as you see, this thing is like overgone. But we got the new one. Quick notes. A lot of people say get it from the bottom. The nuts right here, the bolts right here from the bottom. You do not need to get it from the bottom. I had an assortment of tools over here. I use all those to get those two nuts off. Another thing is you might have to you can take this radiator hose out the little clamp right here to move it around to get a better reach on the line in there. You know, you really just got to get up in there, but it is definitely possible. I didn't even take the fans off, but let me go ahead and get this line off. I'm gonna throw it in the vise, pop this line off, and then install it on a new one, and we just gonna reverse this. Alright, it's ready to be installed. Let's go ahead and throw it on. Alright, so before you install this, just make sure to lube up the top with some grease. This is some white lithium grease. Should stop any noises because it's going to be metal to metal contact. You don't want it to be making any noises, so just grease it up. Alright, so I got the new slave cylinder in right there. Let me get some light. Y'all can see it right there. I bled it. It's all blended. I'm going to go take it for a rip. See how it feels. The pedal right now feels super heavy, so that's good. Definitely a pain in the ass. I ain't gonna lie, this fan get in the way. If you do it, you could take the fan out if you want to, but it is possible to do it with the fan still in place. I'm going to rip this and I'm gonna see what it feel like. So let's see. Driving it right now. I actually drove it a little bit already, so the clutch feel good. It don't feel too much different than what it felt before. It just feel a little more firm, feel a little more like I'm actually using the clutch. So that slave cylinder effect definitely fixed the issue. I was actually door dashing. I'll be door dashing on the side to make some money, and I'm driving back home and the car I just lose like throttle response. I'm like, uh-oh. Pull over to the side, car would not start up. So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like calling my friends, trying to get ready to get a tow. Then I happen to look under the hood. I'm just looking around and I look at the distributor and it's not even plugged in. So I was about to hit VTEC coming home, and I guess like it just like rocked, the engine just rocked too much, and like the connector it's from the connector from the igniter to the distributor. That's what came off. It was already a little bent, and I never fixed it. I just shoved it back up in there. And I guess it wasn't in there all the way, so it just fell out. But we're all good now. The car is running decent. If I sit for too long, the temperature gauge starts to creep up a little bit, so I might just have to bleed it. When I was doing the slave cylinder, I was like kind of folding the radiator hose, and I might have introduced some air into the system. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna bleed it, and hopefully that should fix the issue. When it comes to changing the slave cylinder, some tips I got. You can definitely do it from the top. It's challenging because it's a very tight spot, but you could definitely get it done. You just need an assortment of ratchets, wrenches, just to fit down now. And I would take the line off with the slave cylinder just to keep yourself from damaging it, because like I said, it's a tight area. You could just take it off the dampener. And I just literally just bled the clutch. It took a while to bleed it, but once it was bled, I mean, it works fine. Like, I can downshift for y'all. I'm holding the camera, so it might be a little wild. Like, we're Gucci now. But it definitely need a couple more things. Like, just looked at, like I said, it was running a little bit hot, and then the distributor plug falling out. Definitely gotta look at that, but I'm just going ahead and park it for right now. I was dashing for about an hour, and it's about time to park this thing. And I need to look over it, because this is actually the first time I drove it, like, for real, ever since the whole timing belt situation happened. So I have remembered that I never mentioned, like, that I got it fixed, but I did fix it off camera. The whole timing belt situation, it was off about 2 teeth. I don't know how that happened, but I had to take it all back apart and retime it, and it's all timed good. Everything, like, was replaced that was messed up, and that whole aspect should be fine. Now I'm just tinkering with the other little dumb stuff. But I mean, what more can you do? This is a 1993. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I appreciate y'all watching, and more to come on Project Prelude. See y'all in the next